हे क्लास 10 के चैंपियंस, वेलकम बैक। आज ना हम एक सुपर इंटरेस्टिंग मिस्ट्री सॉल्व करने वाले हैं, प्लांट्स की सीक्रेट लाइफ। आई मीन, हाउ डू दे टॉक, हाउ डू दे इवन मूव? चलो, लेट्स डाइव राइट इन एंड decode the secrets of plant coordination.
Okay, so let's start with the biggest, most fundamental question. Do plants have a brain? Nerves? You know, whole complex nervous system just like we do? What do you think? Yes or no? Give it a thought.
And the answer is a big no. That's right. Plants don't have a nervous system and they don't have muscles. So, here, how do they react to anything? How do they show movement? Well, they have their own very special methods, and that's exactly what we are going to uncover. They basically have two main types of movement. Let's check out the first one first.
So, if plants don't have muscles, how do they move so fast sometimes? Well, let's start with their quickest response. We're calling it the fast and furious mimosa because, you guessed it, it's all about speed. And it happens without any growth at all.
You've all seen this, right? The chewy mooey plant or the touch-me-not plant. The very moment you touch its leaves, poof, they just fold up and droop, like instantly. It's an unbelievably fast reaction. But did the plant grow in that 1 second? No way, of course not.
This type of super fast non-growth reaction actually has a scientific name. It's called nastic movement. Now, the key things to remember are that it's fast, it has nothing to do with growth, and it's reversible. Matlab, the leaves will open right back up after a little while.
So here's the million-dollar question. How is this magic even happening? I mean, there are no muscles to pull the leaves closed, no nerves to send a quick signal. Then what's the secret? How does the plant actually do it? This secret, it's all about water pressure. You see, plant cells are usually jam-packed with water, which makes them firm. This is called turgor pressure. Now, when you touch the leaf, the plant has this amazing ability to quickly shift water out of special cells at the base of its leaves. As soon as they lose water, they go limp, and the leaf just folds down. And later, water flows back in, they get firm again, and the leaf opens up. It's basically a genius, all-natural hydraulic system. All right, so we've seen the fast and temporary stuff. Now let's switch gears and move from the fast and furious to the slow and permanent. The second type of plant movement is literally all about growth. It's the slow and steady way plants respond to their world. We've all seen this, haven't we? You put a pot plant near a window, and a few days later, you notice it's bending, almost like it's reaching for the sunlight. Now, this isn't a quick, instant reaction. It's a slow, gradual change. The plant is literally growing in a brand new direction. This type of movement is called tropic movement, or you can just call it tropism. The most important word to remember here is direction. The plant's growth is directed by some stimulus in the environment. So if light is coming from the right, the plant will bend to the right. If water is deep underground, the roots will grow downwards towards it. It's a very targeted growth response.
Okay, guys, screenshot this in your brain because this comparison is key and it comes up in exams all the time. Let's do a quick recap. Nastic movement. No growth, not dependent on direction, and it's fast. Tropic movement. It involves growth, it is direction specific, and it's slow. If you can master these differences, you can nail any question on this topic for sure. Time for a quick check. Chalo, jaldi se batao. A plant is bending towards the sunlight. Is this nastic or tropic movement? Come on, you totally know the answer. Yes, it's tropic because it's slow, directional growth. You guys are brilliant.
Okay, so we know that plants bend towards light, but how? What is actually telling the plant where it needs to grow? Well, it's time to meet the chemical boss that's behind this whole operation. The master controller, the chemical messenger that's directing all of this growth, is a plant hormone called auxin. Say it with me, auxin. This is the guy who's calling all the shots when it comes to growth, especially growth in response to light, which has a fancy name, phototropism. So how does this growth boss auxin actually work? It's a really simple and clever 4-step process. First, sunlight hits the plant from one side. Second, turns out auxin is a little shy. It doesn't like light, so it moves away from the sun and collects on the shaded side of the stem. Third, and this is the most important part, more auxin makes cells grow more. This means the cells on the shady side start to get longer and grow faster than the cells on the sunny side. And finally, because one side is growing faster than the other, this uneven growth naturally causes the stem to bend towards the light. Isn't that a simple and brilliant mechanism? Let's check in one more time. Why does the bending happen?
Is it because A, both sides grow equally, or B, one side grows more than the other? Exactly. It's that unequal growth, powered by our friend Auxin, that causes the bent. You're getting this perfectly.
Now, Auxin is the boss, for sure, but he's not working alone. Plants have a whole team of hormones, a super squad where each one has its own special job. So let's meet the other important chemical messengers.
Okay, let's meet the team. First up, we've got gibberellins. You can think of them as Auxin's partners in crime. They also help promote stem growth, helping the plant grow nice and tall. Next, we have cytokinins. These guys are the champions of cell division. Their job is to create more cells, which is why you find a lot of them in areas of rapid growth, like fruits and seeds. And finally, we have the complete opposite, abscisic acid, or ABA. This is the plant's stop signal. It's the stress hormone that slows down or completely stops growth, and can even cause leaves to wilt. It sounds bad, but it's absolutely crucial for the plant's survival.
But wait a minute, why on earth would a plant need a hormone that stops growth? Isn't growing always a good thing? Well, think about it. What if there's a serious drought and no water? Or what if it's freezing cold outside? In those really tough times, stopping growth actually helps the plant save energy and survive. So ABA is basically the plant's emergency survival switch.
All right, champions, we've covered all the key concepts, from the fast reactions to the slow growth and all the hormones that control it. Now for the most important part. Let's put it all together and talk about how to turn this knowledge into a perfect 5-mark answer for your board exams. Here's your winning game plan.
Here it is, your foolproof structure. First, start your answer by stating that plants don't have a nervous system and instead use chemical coordination. Simple. Second, define what plant hormones are, the chemical messengers. Third, and this is the star of your answer, explain phototropism in detail, focusing on Auxin's role. Fourth, briefly mention the other hormones, gibberellins, cytokinins, and ABA, and their one-line functions. And finally, write a concluding line summarizing that this chemical control is how plants respond to their environment. Follow the structure, and the examiner will be seriously impressed.
So the next time you look at a plant, just remember, it's not just sitting there looking pretty. It's alive, it's responding, it's communicating with its own secret chemical language. And now you understand that language. You've totally cracked the code. All the very best for your exams. You're going to do great.